Good morning, everybody. Tulwean here, and this is a remake of my Thaumcraft 4 research. Noticed a lot of people in a couple of my comments, my few comments, said that they asked a couple questions and the noise was too loud in the background. So I just want to do this one better than I did the previous one, and hopefully this will help out more than what it was. So basically, to start out with research, you're going to need a thermometer. So you just need one of each shard, some gold, and some glass. Pretty fairly easy to get a hold of. And you just basically go around and get a few research things. Can't really do much with it until you can get earth, earth and water. And that's when it really opens up a lot more. You can also research the nodes here to get a couple research mushrooms. Like that one got me herba and tenumbra. And I've got a few other blocks here that you can research. So, bedrock. Oh, I used to be able to research bedrock. Brick. Mossy cobble. Oh, there's magic in that. Obsidian, which also has a pretty decent one. Never actually researched endstone, so that's tenumbra and earth. And oh, that was weird. It teleports when you right-click on it. Ah, look at that. So that's one way that you can gain research aspects, which are here in the table. Another way is with the deconstruction table. You put an item here and it'll basically break it down randomly into the basic one of the basic 6 components that are part of that item. So like this ethereal essence with Tempest and whatever that one is, I have no idea. We'll break down into Perdidio. Another way to gain it is with bookcases. This is what I've researched. It's actually from another video, which I will link in the description below, that shows you how to do this. And another way is to use these crystal clusters, which will also gain you the same thing. Now, to do the research, oh, before I forget, you can also get it from combining aspects. So the most important one that you want to combine first is to get this granum right here. So that would be aqua and where'd you go? Terra, right here. And once you get that one, it basically opens up a large number of things that you can research with your thermometer. Now to do research, I'm going to go ahead and use fire because I know that's almost a guaranteed one. And this is a wand foci. So you've got all of these runes here. I know fire is one, so I'm going to go ahead and activate that. So now you get these glowing runes. We get some of those out of the way. So you have these glowing runes here. So basically all you need to do is move them in a manner that they line up with another. And I'm going to want to move these up so they don't cross-communicate. You want to make sure there's nothing blocking the way of another rune. So I'm going to go ahead and activate that. And you can see it makes this line bridging like this. Now it has to be a straight solid line. It can't branch off from one node to another. It won't work. So now what we have to do is we have to figure out what aspect will go with it. One way you can literally go through each and every one and find out. But if you see this little red fish right there, that's called a red herring. So the more times you use that, it'll actually clear up runes on the table. But you're looking for this little green check mark right there. Let's see, where is one? Now if you're wondering what all of these little stars here, those are actually showing you which ones get regenerated. Ah, there we go. The other one is Precantatio. So I'm going to go ahead and move these guys back down into position. I only have to move one of them. because you have to make this one gap right here. So basically, anywhere around here can be a node or another another rune. So I'm going to go ahead and finalize this, and there it is, right there. Then you just research it like normal, and you get your thing for it. Now, one person made a comment or asked a question about how I can move a rune while it's lit. Well, that's actually done with the research expertise. So this first one will remove more red herring runes, and you're also going to be able to remove runes up to 3 positions at a time instead of 2. Now the other one is this, Research Mastery, which red herrings remove up to 4 now. You're also able to move runes up to 4 positions at a time. And lastly, this is the good one right here. And my headphones are dying. Lastly, you're able to move an active rune, though only a single position, but be warned, however, doing this rune will risk of deactivating all runes linked to that aspect. Not too big of a deal, and I'll show you why. Let's just go ahead and do fire again, and we've got Niter. And fire again. So you can see that you can move the rune 1 space. Pay attention to this right here, the 29 left. So I can move this rune as much as I like until it deactivates. But it will not get rid of this will not use up an aspect. If you want to deactivate a rune manually, it uses an aspect. So I strongly suggest getting the research for that first. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish this one for you guys. So it's Ignis and Lux. So I'm going to go ahead and move this into position, which should be fine right there. I'm going to go ahead and reactivate that, and it gives you another one. You know what? Let's go ahead and do one more for you. So let's find one. And Wand Focus Frost. Oh, this is a perfect one for an example. Let's reactivate that. Okay, so now we got an idea of where it has to go. Now remember what the runes are, because you don't really want to forget. It's just, it will basically waste. It'll basically waste them. Okay. Like you see here, this is blocking the link to that, and this one's blocking the link to this one. So you just got to move those out of the way. Quick and easy. Now, since it's a wand foci, we want to try, let's try Precantatio, because it's magic. And, yep. So you just kind of have to think about what the research is for, and that will usually help. Let's move that out of the way, and I need to find this other rune, which is that guy right there. Let's see. I think that might be a good enough space. Let's go ahead and, yep, there we go. So, that's what you guys are looking for, and I hope this remake helps more than what the my last video did. Now, just remember, bookcases help regain points. Crystal clusters help regain points. The deconstruction table will regain 1 point per deconstructed item, but it also uses a lot of them. I believe the more that the item has, you'll have a better chance of getting something out of it, because it has to break down more aspects. But it runs fairly quickly, but it does really use a lot of items. And I believe you can also pump items into it. I've never actually tried. These ones are working pretty well because they've got a decent amount of stuff assigned to them. And of course, there's combinations. So let's go that guy and that guy. And this should give us the herba right there. Or not. It gave me something. So yeah, you can just, if you don't mind wasting them, you can just come in here and go at it. But yeah, that's it for this, and I hope this really does help some guys. And I know it's probably dumb for me to make another one, but I love that. It's probably dumb for me to make another one, but it fixes a couple issues. But this is Tulwean. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.